Shalom, shalom, everybody. Shalom. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for preaching 100% truth through well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is Bakayar Amana. I'm back out here again. I went out to preach last week, and I was trying to record on my phone, and my phone didn't record anything but 3 minutes. So, no big deal. I was out here. Don't matter. I was out here. So I'm out here again today. Then when I found out that my phone wasn't recording, I just went ahead and just started going around just telling people about the MOTB. Instead of going to the acronym of what it means, I just tell them what it was. That's a good advantage. But anyway, today's lesson is about Jacob's trouble, okay? Because this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. So this way, 2/3 of our people can go ahead and be destroyed because they done fell in love with their oppressor, their slave master. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. They're in love with him. They don't give a goddamn. They're gonna stand up for these goddamn Edomite, pale-skinned, leprous bastards to the goddamn doom. That's what they're gonna do, man. I tried to talk to some people the other week. I tried to talk to some people walking by behind me while I was recording. And motherfuckers, they just walk right on by. I asked the dude the other day, hey man, you're a Hebrew Israelite, you need to repent, man. It's almost time for the Lord to come, and He gonna catch you with your hand in the cookie jar. You think He give a shit? He had something smoking in his mouth. I think you understand what he had when he was smoking. Didn't care, man. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, like it tells you in Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. That's the reason why the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, in His abundant and gracious mercy, sent us, the Israelites of the Holy Bible, the prophets that He revealed His secrets to come out here and preach to the people one more time, face to face, in order to try to fully persuade some, just to get them out of the way. Elder Apostle Tahar said earlier last year in 2023 that the 144,000 are already sealed. All we're trying to do is get the stragglers of the elect, if there are any left. So our job is to continue to stay out here and preach the gospel until such time as the famine of the word hits. Like it tells you in Amos chapter 8, verse 11, where people are going to be looking for the prophets to tell them what's going to happen next, but they ain't going to be able to find us. Right? Either we'll be caught up with the Lord in the air, where it says, come up in Revelation chapter 11, verse 12, where the Lord says, come up hither, okay? Or in Isaiah 26 and 20, where it says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment until the indignation be overpast, which is the weapons of the Lord's indignation found in Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. Right? Where the skies open up as a scroll that has been rolled together. The only way that could be is a fire plume or mushroom cloud of thermonuclear origin. Okay? A lot of our people don't believe in thermonuclear weapons. What the fuck you think the Cold War was about back in the 1980s? What the fuck do you think the space race was about in the 1950s and 60s? You fucking idiots. Okay? After America came off with the atomic weapon, it was a race to get the most powerful atomic weapon, to get the most power in the world, man. What is wrong with you people? It's like you don't understand the logic of common sense. It's like common sense is not common amongst my people, especially Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They just believe whatever the goddamn white man tell them. White man tell them, run across the street in front of an 18-wheeler, you'll be just fine, and they'll goddamn jump out in the middle of the fucking street, man. Okay, this is my people, the mentality of my people. That's where it says in Hosea 4 and 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Right? Let's get that to start off the lesson. Okay, because our people, man, my people dumb. Fuck it. I won't even lie, man. They don't study. They go to church on Sunday just to hear some goddamn feel-good doctrine. Make them feel good about committing iniquity and sin. Right? Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in the land. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish. Right? So people going to be stressed the fuck out trying to figure out how they're going to feed their family. They're going to be stressed out about how they're going to feed their grandchildren, how they're going to feed themselves. That's where it tells you in 2nd Ezra and the Apocrypha, the books that were taken out of the Bible by the Biblical Destruction Group in 1853 on purpose to push this evangelical God loves everybody doctrine bullshit. That's a fucking lie. That's the reason why where it says in 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the words of truth. See, these Edomites, they still jumping on these pictures. Okay? The reason why I made all these different pictures was for my people that can't read, because I know a lot of people on my side of town here in Wichita, Kansas, where I stay, they can't read, man. A lot of people dropped out of high school because of some racial issues that were jumping off back in the 70s and 80s. They just dropped out of school, fuck it, because there was a lot of favoritism going on back then. So they just dropped out, fuck reading. So they went to work, to feed their families. I put all these pictures out here so this way the people will be able to understand what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Now you see the Edomite devil got the immediate audacity, what happened? Freedom of speech, freedom of religion don't work. They trying to intimidate. Whatever, man. Hey, if Paul the Apostle went to jail, Barnabas went to jail, John and James, the sons of Zebedee, went to jail, Yahushua went to jail, Peter went to jail, everybody went to jail for standing up in Rome against the Romans, preaching the words of truth. They didn't do nothing wrong. They didn't break a law, nothing. They just put them in jail and demonized them for nothing. That's exactly what the fuck they're doing right now, is trying to demonize the truth, to try to stop the awakening of the Hebrew Israelites, who consist of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, for the most part, here in Babylon the Great, America, the land of indigenous Holocaust and home of the slaves. Now, being that it was a Holocaust here in America concerning the indigenous population of people that were already here, you don't hear nothing about reparations and none of that bullshit for them. You don't hear about that at all. But you goddamn, the Palestinians get reparations before we get it. Everybody will get something for what the Edomite devil white man did to them, but us. I guarantee it, man. Right? Right? Hosea chapter 4, verse 3. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish. With the beasts of the field and with the fowls of the heaven, yep, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Now, you've seen a lot of videos concerning a lot of dead fish, okay? A lot of sharks, a lot of whales that have been washing themselves up on seashore, committing suicide because there's no food in the water for them to eat. It's nothing but nets and hooks and oil spill. That's all that's in the oceans now. Okay, and now they're dumping radioactive waste in the oceans. So all of the whales, all of the fishes of the sea are committing suicide by beaching themselves. Okay? If it ain't nothing to eat, what the fuck's a death of starvation? They'd rather just die and get it over with. and hope for the gracious and abundant mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's what's happening, man. And that's happening on a global scale. And these goddamn Edomites know they're doing it. And they don't care, man. Now they want to push a new pandemic, a new plan to subcutaneously implant Satan's piss, a new form of Satan's piss in your body. 1.6 to 2.4 billion people on the face of the earth. Billion out of 8 billion people, 7.5 billion people, between 1.6 and 2.4 billion people took the Satan's piss. Now Tucker Carlson is putting out different videos concerning individuals that he's interviewing that are breaking down exactly what's in that goddamn that subcutaneous implant that they took with the Karaks, okay? Because we got to use all of these words and acronyms, you know, in order to hide the truth in plain sight, like these Edomite devils did the truth, okay? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is the devil the Bible speaks of. Why in the fuck would he implant 1.6 billion people with Satan's piss, and now all they have to do to activate it is with a goddamn cell phone? People start dropping like flies. 3 people on just last week died of a goddamn heart attack at my job for nothing. They was at their job and just fell out. It's over. Okay, come on, man. Really? Okay, so, hey, I'm telling you, Esau, Edom is the devil the Bible speaks of. It is time for these goddamn Edomite devils to go into chains and slavery. They're the only race of people that have never been enslaved. There were some and a few of them that have been enslaved, but for the vast majority, 98% of these Peckerwoods, they have never seen jail. They've never been enslaved. They've never been impoverished. It's their turn. The Most High God gave him his promise. He kept his promise to Esau, Edom. He would have the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven from above, and to live by the sword. America is the bastion of all military might on the face of the earth. Everybody's scared of this motherfucker over here because they know Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, will use a thermonuclear weapon if he got to, in order to continue to push democracy, freedom to do as thou wilt, which is against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, and push that madness throughout the entire earth. Now all of the other nations are mad, like it says in Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. They're pissed off because they believed the doctrine. They believed the wine of Babylon the Great. These lies, these everything, they believed it. And so they see the result of the wickedness being pushed here in America that's pushed on all of these other countries in the world. They see it, and they hate America for that, man, because you changing what's going on in other countries of their culture with the woman above the man, right? The woman can divorce the man and take all of his belongings from him, his house, his children, his money. Okay, and they pushing that bullshit in other countries. You see what I'm saying? They're not having it. So the leaders of these other countries allow the doctrine of, since America is no longer of any use, they've already pushed the wickedness that was originally designed to make the people of the world go off and go into a different direction from which the Most High God had put them. Okay? And indoctrinize everybody in democracy, which is freedom to do as thou wilt. Okay? And these other countries, they see it. They're sick and tired of the bullshit. So their leaders of their country use the weakness of Jim Crow Joe Biden, okay? Because in the 90s, when he was a senator, he pushed what is that? The national crime, the crime bill of 1994. If you get caught with a bag of weed, you got to do 50 goddamn years hard time in the federal prison. Okay, he pushed that law. It's the law now. Okay, in different states across the union. No bullshit. Or shall I say disunion? Because you have Esau Edom that's against all of each other. They're fighting against each other. They're fighting against each other on the southern border. But they forgot about the border in California. Okay? That's why all the Chinese immigrants are coming down through there. They're getting on trailways buses. They're spreading out throughout the entire country. Military age men. Okay? They destroy every goddamn thing. All they're waiting on is a telephone call. That's all they're waiting on, man. The United Nations Gurkha troops are here. The apostles and elders of Great Millstone have been preaching that for years, and now it has come to pass. That's what prophecy, to prophesy means. It means to say before. To say something before it happens. That's the definition of prophecy. And now all of the biblical prophecies that have already been written thousands of years ago, okay, are coming to pass before the destruction of Babylon the Great. Everything is jumping off by the numbers. All biblical prophecies are jumping off the page, man, like Elder Malcolm would say. Right? Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou, being the Israelites, hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Who is I? The Most High God in heaven, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He rejects 2/3 of his own people. The chosen people of the earth, who are Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Most High is rejecting them and has rejected them because they promised to his face at Mount Sinai under Moses and Aaron that they would keep his law, statutes, and commandments and have not kept them unto this day. That's why the Most High God has rejected them. Okay? And we're at the bottom. We have to go in want of all things to our enemies. Okay? They own every goddamn thing. We want to buy a house. Who owns the realty company? Like I said the other week, if we want to buy a car, who owns the car lot? If we want to go to the fucking grocery store, who owns the grocery store? Who's shipping the food in and out on the truck? Who owns the trucking company with the food on it? Okay? You see what I'm saying? We have to come to these goddamn devils in one of all things, like it says in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Okay? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Right? Because the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is still pissed off, mad at 2/3 of his own people. He's only coming back to save 1/3 of his own people. That's it, man. Like it tells you in Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. Right? Okay, let's get that right quick. Look, turn right to it. You can't tell me that wasn't spiritual. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Right? So 2 parts of the Israelites here in Babylon the Great and wherever we've been scattered to are going to be cut off and die. Because they refuse to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. We know you can't keep the law perfectly. It's biblically prophesied that you cannot keep the law. You can't. It's impossible. Especially in the lands of your captivity where you've been scattered to. Okay? Speaking different languages. Okay? He knows you can't keep the law perfectly. But all we're supposed to do is return unto him and practice the righteous acts found in Judges chapter 5, verse 11. Such as abstinence from pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, abstinence from crime, right? Selling drugs, selling your box, right? That's abstinence. That's all the Most High is asking you to do is quit. Okay, and he will receive you unto himself. Our job is to tell you what his name is so you can call upon him in the day of trouble. Jacob's trouble is at the ready. Okay? Esau, Edom is going to open up a phalanx flood of death and destruction for 2/3 of our people. They know that their rulership and their hegemony of white privilege and white supremacy is over. Everything that these Edomites try to do is going to fail from this point on, man. Ain't nothing they can do about it to stop it. So the only thing they can do is to kill the problem. What do you do? What does a white man do when he get a headache? He'll just cut the goddamn head off. He ain't gonna go get no aspirin. He ain't gonna try to find a cure for it. He just cut your fucking head off. That's what they have smart guillotines now. In these FEMA camps, these Federal Emergency Management Agency camps, and these detention facilities called green zones. Okay? And what they're going to do is they're going to force you, because they got a list. A red list, a blue list, and a yellow list. Okay? They've turned the yellow list to green list. Okay? The red list are individuals such as myself and hundreds of others, okay, that believe on the leadership of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, okay, that know the truth of the biblical scriptures, that know who the Israelites are of the Holy Bible. Those individuals are going to be subject to immediate extermination on the spot, right? Right there, judge, jury, executioner, okay? That's what the Gurkha troops are here for, because they don't give a damn, okay? They want the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. That's what they want, okay? Real talk. Salakia.